Hello and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be looking at the rosters in the Super League Season 6 EU Division 1C that I am playing in. So this is the Super League on FUMBBL. The Super League's been running for a while now, and this year it's its biggest ever. It's well over 200 coaches playing in this, and it's all divided into various divisions. I'm playing up in Division 1. I've worked my way up over the past few years to build myself, get promoted, and get myself up to Division 1, so I'm in Division 1C now. And yeah, we're just going to have a look at the rosters. The rule set this year is the Eurobowl Hungary rule set, so that rule set came under quite a lot of scrutiny through a lot of the Blood Bowl community. So you'll expect to see teams having to make decisions around maybe not bringing something along with them. There are still some outliers. Amazons and Undead are quite clear leaders in the pack. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what some of these builds look like. So as you can see from the screen here, we'll dive into the rosters. But we've got a Vampire team, a Norse team, Elven Union, Shambling Undead, Necro. I'm bringing Lizards, an Orc team, and then a second Vampire team. So yeah, good mix of races. The only duplication there is the Vampires. So yeah, let's dive in and look at the first roster. And the first roster is coached by HRNSUP, so I think that's Horns Up, is how I would potentially pronounce that. Yeah, gone for Vampires here. Gone for the 6 Vampires and then linemen filling out to 14. Skills are Leader, Dodge, Strip Ball, and Frenzy. The Strip Ball and Frenzy coming on the blitzers that have that come with Juggernaut. So that makes a lot of sense. So there's some good skills there. Strip Ball is scary, obviously. Frenzy for getting maybe the serfs, or when you're searching for that knockdown. Bunch of Dodge makes sense, and Leader just to give yourself an additional reroll. Only coming in with 3 rerolls. You know, this is one of the decisions that you need to make with these teams in this rule set. So yeah, 4 rerolls with Leader. Yeah, seems pretty good. No Apothecary, you don't really need it. Yeah, it's just a kind of scary Vampire team, I'd say. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I would imagine that one of the Vampire teams will do very well, I would imagine, at least, if not both. And up next, it's the Norse, coached by Lemonhead Wallenstein. Lemonhead, a good coach, see the name around a lot. So yeah, Norse team here. We've got a Juggernaut Yeti, double guard Ulfwerners, Wrestle Valkyrie, Dodge Valkyrie, Mighty Blow Berserker, and then a Tackle Lineman. Couple of Beer Boars in there as well. Looks like a solid kind of build. You might say, well, why haven't you taken block on the Ulfwerners? Why haven't you taken block on the Yeti? But remember, with this rule set, this Eurobowl rule set, if you're not familiar with it, I'm not going to dive into it. I'm not going to do a video about it. But there are some skill caps, so you can't take more than a certain number of skills, and you can't take skills if your team already started with them. So, for example, block, because the Norse have so much blanket block, they wouldn't be able to take additional block on these players here. So that's why you're seeing the double guard and the Juggernaut coming through. Yeah, 3 rerolls, no Apothecary. We're not going to see many Apothecaries, I would imagine. 1 assistant coach. Yeah, it's a solid team, 13 players. So yeah, good bench. Yeah, Norse are the glass cannon that they always were. But I like the Wrestle and the Dodge Valkyrie here. I like this build. I think that's a solid Norse build there. Then Jono brings some Elven Union next. The Elven Union going for a stack here. So they've got the Dodge and Diving Tackle Blitzer. So it's now a Blodge, Sidestep, Diving Tackle Blitzer. Another Dodge Blitzer. Dodge, Wrestle Catchers. Leader Thrower. Kick Lineman, Wrestle Lineman. As long as you can get the use with the kick, then I think it's fine. Leader brings the rerolls up, so it's 2 rerolls rostered. Leader with a 3rd reroll, very nice. An Apothecary as well, like the Apothecary on an elf team if you can get it in. So yeah, 12 players with an Apo, 3 rerolls. Looks pretty solid. And you know, this diving tackle, sidestep diving tackle piece could prove really useful. Then it is Candlejack up next. Candlejack, a wonderful coach, also a part of the FUMBBL admin and creation kind of team. Does a huge amount of work on FUMBBL, so thank you very much, Candlejack, and it's great to see you getting to participate as well. Undead, one of the teams that didn't suffer too much in the in this rule set, because the cost of everything that they have, they can already afford it, and also it hurt other teams potentially a little bit more than Undead. So we've got a guard mummy, double mummy obviously, but guard mummy there. A Mighty Blow Blitzer and another Guard Blitzer, so not choosing to go down the tackle route, choosing to go for the Guard and the Mighty Blow route there, absolutely fine. Double block Ghoul Runners, one Wrestle, and then a spare one there. Couple of Skeletons and a couple of Zombies as well. So yeah, absolutely fine build. You do get the 3 rerolls, you don't get an Apo because you've got the regen. Yeah, Undead as strong as ever, and this is an absolutely fine build there from Candlejack. Prodigal Son now bringing Necro, so the build here, the double Golem with Guard, the double Wraith with Guard. I love that 4 Guard build there. That's really great in my opinion. Ghoul with Block, Ghoul with Sure Hands. That's absolutely fine. I tend to go for a Wrestle Ghoul as we've talked about before on other roster reveals, but yeah, Sure Hands is absolutely fine if you think you're going to use a reroll on the pickup. Gone for 1 Werewolf, but blodged the Werewolf, so that does mean you've got the that free dodge away, as it were, if you end up being frenzy trapped yourself. But it does leave you a little light on players that can carry the ball. That's the only issue with the either 2 Ghoul 1 Wolf or 2 Wolf 1 Ghoul builds, is it does leave you a little light on who can carry the ball. And then it's zombies to 12. 3 rerolls. Not sure I would have gone with the Sure Hands with the 3 rerolls, but if that's a personal preference, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, no Apothecary. Dedicated Fan over the coach. That's absolutely fine. So yeah, Necro. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they get on with just the one Werewolf. The Blodge will add a bit of protection to it with that stack there. But yeah, it should be good. But yeah, you can't really do much versus the vampire teams. Just going to have to hope that these wraiths' foul appearance is fire, I think. Then it's me, Dr. Hellboy, with my lizard team. So I played a lot of lizards in both the 2016 CRP kind of rule set and the 2020 rule set. So I've gone for a Croxagore, the Saurus, all the Saurus, and then I've kind of had to make a decision about what I don't bring, and I've decided to go for 11 players. I have bought a Chameleon Skink. In 2016 I used to play this build with when there wasn't Chameleon Skinks. I used to just take the 11 3 rerolls and an Apo, and I did fine with that build. I'm very happy to play that build. So the lack of players doesn't really concern me, particularly seeing the division I'm in. There's nothing that really screams super heavy fouling at me. The Norse probably the only ones that I would expect to see the super heavy fouling from. So yeah, so this is fine. The build I've gone for is 4 block, 2 guard because of the restrictions on taking more than 4 skills. This is absolutely fine. I've played this build before and had success with it. 2 rerolls and an Apo. So you know, as I've been saying, I had to make some choices. I've gone for the coach to try and get the extra reroll. But yeah, I should be fine with this. Is it perfect? No, but it's all right. And listen, I just wanted to do something different. I had thought about taking Glart Underworld, but I played a lot of Underworld, and I'm playing Underworld in my tabletop league as well. So I thought I'll go back to the Lizards and have a bit of fun with those. The penultimate team is Tuga with Orcs, and we have a Troll. We have 4 blockers, Bigham blockers, all with Guard. A Blitzer with the stack of Mighty Blow Tackle. Then it's a few Blitzers with nothing else. Couple of Orc linemen with no additional skills, and a Goblin. So you do have the 1 turn option with the Troll and the Goblin there. No Apothecary, 3 rerolls, 1 coach, very solid. Obviously the Guard coming in here as the choice because you can't take block. So yeah, stacking 4 guard, it's pretty solid. And I think of all the skills to take on the big uns, guard is great anyway. And 4 guard on an Orc team, that's what you want to see. You've got the block here. One of these guys can carry the ball, and this is the Blitzer. So yeah, very solid. And these are my round 1 opponents. So it's going to be interesting to see how my lizards get on versus them. And then finally, we've got Beltronico's vampire team. I've just seen here that there are various things you can do with like packs and stuff. So we've taken 30 gold, turning it into additional star player points to gain extra skills. Again, look at the Euroball rule set. I'm not going to delve into it. I'm just more interested in what the rosters look like in terms of what that might look like for the division. So here we've got only 5 vampires on the team. Dropped a blitzer here. And gone for dodge, leader, pro, and block on the vampires. So gaining the extra reroll there with the leader. The runners with dodge, pro for kind of resilience and more use in terms of rolling those dodges, those bloodlusts and stuff without needing to use the team reroll. And a vampire blitzer with block, all super strong there. That's fine. Then you've got block, wrestle, and kick on some thralls. Still 14 players, but you've got 1 less vampire, so hopefully your thralls will stay on the pitch a bit longer. It's 3 rerolls and an assistant coach looking for that extra reroll there. Yeah, it's a different vampire build, but again, it is just vampires, and I really can't see past these vampire teams doing super well in this division. So just to look ahead at where I think things are going to fall here, I think we'll see a lot of draws in this division. I think that the matchups lend themselves into draws in a lot of the cases. You know, lizards versus orcs, necro, undead, elves, Norse, those all kind of stick out as draws to me. So from my perspective, I think I'm going to be looking to see whether I can convert any of those draws into wins. So it's going to be go in with the mindset of looking for the draw to begin with and see if I can convert any of those draws into wins. For me, the 2 danger teams are those vampires, and then I would say also Candlejack on undead is also a pretty scary prospect. There are no easy matchups in Super League. It's one of the reasons why I choose to play in this league, is that unless you're kind of making your way up from the bottommost division, where you know the better coaches would be expected to try and filter their way to the top, unless you're in that kind of early stages there, it is difficult to win games and not lose games. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great season. I will be doing replays of all my matches available here on YouTube. So do keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, and all that's left to say is if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button, and stay tuned because round 1 will be coming soon. Me versus Tuga's Orcs, so my lizards versus Tuga's Orcs. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that one. Bye now.